Good morning, currency kings and queens. I wanted to check in with you and reanalyze the market that we had talked about on Saturday with GJ. It looks like we had the bearish sentiment to begin with because it was trending down. If you go back and look at my previous video that I'll tag here at the end of this video, it will show that the market had a bearish sentiment. Right now, I wanted to give a follow-up as to where the market currently is. It looks like once that bearish sentiment that we talked about in this area on Saturday, this is how the market had closed. So we had a discussion regarding that, and it kind of started ranging and stayed in this range, and has been in this range all week. So what I'm looking at now, let's go down. Since we know that there's a range here, I still want to keep this box, but I want to make it not as obvious. I don't know if that'll do the trick. Sorry. Okay, there we go. See if I can do this, and then the background. A little bit more of a grayish tinge. Okay, let's keep that on the radar as far as colors, but we don't want to completely delete it because we want to see when it starts to break out. Now, if you are really careful, if you can see here, this was the previous low on this side. So that is the previous low. This area here did not close below that. So we're kind of watching just to see if it was filling in this gap here. There's still a gap here, so just be aware of that. But we're kind of looking at it because the range that it started ranging at created this level of support. We're also breaking above the moving average here. And if we drop down to the lower time frame, we're breaking out of this consolidation zone. So this was the previous high for this current trend on this time frame, which is the 1 hour, and it broke above that. So what I'm looking to see is if it will go above here, and then once it breaks out here, I'm in. So we're just completely, we're just watching. If you drop down to the smaller time frames and reset your chart, those areas are there. You can see the W pattern and here. And that it shot up. It's creating gaps, but the moving average is trending throughout. It's breaking through the middle of this trend, so that lets you know that there's consolidation. So anytime on the larger time frame you're looking at consolidation, if you go on a daily time frame, it minimizes the internal consolidation. But look at the 4-hour chart. That's why I think the 4-hour chart is so valuable in your analysis, because it just shows what the market's doing. It's like a live view. Granted, the other views are live as well, but it lets you see some of the key things with the current trend that's going on. So I always kind of look at the 4 and the 1 hour, and then I make my entries on the lower time frames. And it just depends on how it's moving, how I do that. So when you're trading, just remember you have to be dynamic. And dynamic means move with the market and respond how the market's moving. So, I mean, you could have a strategy where you have a certain process that you do, but if the market is moving, say you have a stop loss set and you see that the market is going towards your stop loss, A lot of times, if you are keen on picking up some of the things, usually I just need 3 confirmations that say, hey, it's probably not going to go in your favor, and I'll exit the trade early to save some of my risk. Sometimes you just don't know, and it's a 50-50 chance that it may go in your direction, or even more of a better chance that it may go in your direction. I'll just kind of risk it. But always have your stop loss set at the maximum amount of capital that you're willing to risk. Don't just freehand it. I could say another word, but I had to think about it. I am here and representing YouTube, so. But yes, we have a W pattern on the 1 hour chart. It has gaps beneath that. It has also broke above our previous resistance. And looking on the 15-minute chart, let's see how this candle closes. We have about 43 seconds. Hey, Zay, we have about 43 seconds left on the chart, and we're going to see how that candlestick closes, and then we'll make our entry. So just be patient. That's kind of what yesterday gave, was the patience. And then this morning we're kind of trying to, you know, get out of the consolidation zone that we were in. So we'll continue to watch and wait. This is more or less like a sniper entry if y'all want to join the party and get in this trade with me. This is not financial advice. This is just what I'm doing. But yeah, so we are, trying to change the bias. Granted, there is a double tap in this area too. So that's why I was like, and then that wick it just had a rejection wick here. So I believe we're kind of turning on the upside and trying to get out of this consolidation zone for GJ on today. As far as the news that goes with that, which we should have probably done before that analysis. I am Big O Relax. I am in hopes that there's a lot of USD news this morning around 8:30 a.m. and then there's some orange folder at 10:30. And they're having G20 meetings all day. So the US dollar is pretty busy. I don't see any news directly affecting the Great British Pound. Or the Japanese yen, which is what we're trading. So just stay the course, everybody. Be patient and snipe that entry. It would be a pretty decent entry. As far as how far we're looking at it to go, let's see. So I'm gonna go with this area here. We have some pretty key areas. So I would probably, if I was just going to go on a whim, see how it responds at this first level here, and then reassess. And if your bias still remains the same, or there's quite a bit of volume in the market for that, then I would kind of stay until I take my first take profit and then my second take profit. So hopefully we get some bullish action in the market, but I just wanted to check in with you and follow up on Saturday's video. So hopefully y'all are trading. For those of you that are, have a great day in the market, and I will see you soon. Until next time.